Hi, I'm Jacob. Have you ever wanted to make your own candy at home? Today we are going to be making sugar rock candy using a hot sugar water solution that will eventually form sugar crystals. Over several days, you will get to watch sugar crystals form before your eyes. For this experiment, you will need 2 to 3 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, a tall and narrow glass jar, a wooden skewer chopstick, a clothespin, food coloring if you want colored crystals, a mixing spoon, and a saucepan. To start, we're going to take the wooden skewer and put it in the middle of the clothespin, and then we're going to sit it on top of the jar so that the wooden stick hangs about an inch from the ground. We're going to put this aside for now, and if you want to add color, we're going to add 1 drop into the base. Now, you're going to need to get a responsible adult to help you because we're going to be using boiling water to make our sugar solution. Now we're going to pour the 1 cup of water into the saucepan and bring it to a boil. We're going to start by adding a 1/4 cup of sugar into the boiling water. Then we're going to grab our stirring spoon and mix it in. Now through this process, we're going to continually be adding more sugar and stirring it in until it dissolves. Now this is going to take time and patience, as it may take a little time for the sugar to dissolve. Now that I can get no more sugar to dissolve, I'm going to turn the stove off and let the solution sit for 20 minutes to cool down. While the solution is cooling, we're going to jumpstart the crystallization process by dipping our skewer into the solution and rolling it in some sugar to help start forming some crystals. Now, before we put this in, we need to make sure this is fully dried off so we don't lose the crystals. We're going to carefully pour our sugar water solution into the jar, almost to the top. Then submerge your skewer into the jar so it's hanging just above the ground. Allow the jar to fully cool and then move it somewhere where it won't be disturbed. Over the next 3 to 7 days, your crystals will start to form and you'll eventually have a yummy sugary treat. After about a week, your sugar rock candy should be ready. This is some rock candy I had prepared that I did last week. So first you're going to take off the clips. Then you're probably going to notice that there's going to be a hard sugar surface inside, and we're just going to get rid of that by using a dull knife to knock it down. After you've done that, you're going to pour the excess liquid into a cup. Now, your sugar rock candy is probably going to be stuck to the bottom of the jar. So what you're going to do is run hot water on the bottom of the jar until it's loose enough for you to lightly pry it away. I'm going to go do that now. Now we should be able to take it out. And there we have it, some rock candy. Now you might ask, how does this all work? Well, when you mix water and high amounts of sugar, you're creating a super saturated solution. This means that the water has trouble holding all that sugar and can only sustain that when the water is super hot. Therefore, when the water starts to cool down, the sugar starts to come out and uses the wooden skewer as a medium to attach to, forming the delicious sugar crystals. In addition, this experiment takes time as the water evaporates. There's even less space for the sugar, so more sugar must come out to help form your rock candy. Enjoy rocking out with your sugar candy. HatterSTEM out.